Hello, hello, hello. Today, every time, without fail, every time. There was no traffic until I wanted to record. None. Today, I'm going to tell you all the tips and tricks and whatever else I can think of that I have utilized and learned in the making of this ASMR channel. If you're new here, hi. And if you've been here before, then A, sorry, and B, you probably know me as Autumn. Most people on here have taken to calling me that. And I am amazed that there are still 650 something of you, given that I have not posted in quite some time. I started this channel, I believe it was July 5th, 2024. I was going to post my first video on July 4th, just because I'd happened to have it recorded and edited by then. But for some reason I didn't want my video to be posted on Independence Day, so instead I scheduled for it to be released on July 5th. At the end of the day, it probably really wouldn't have mattered, but that was my preference. When I started this channel, I can honestly say, I know everyone says this, but I can honestly say I had no idea this channel would blow up the way that it did. I really don't know what my expectations were. I think that I was in a really vulnerable state when I started this channel. There was a lot going on, as there is with basically everyone and everywhere in the world. And creating ASMR was a way of helping myself as well as helping others, which is one of the many things I appreciated about it. You may notice if you've taken a look at my channel or if you've been here before, it has been quite some time since I have posted. I did not know that I was going to stop posting ASMR. Otherwise, I might have said something or tried to give you guys some kind of closure or something. But, well, I suppose I can tell the full story later. More so getting into the tips and tricks. First of all, if you were thinking of starting a channel of any kind, you just have to make it. I know, it's basically, you just have to make it. My only equipment has been my iPhone 12 and I have an iPad Air 3. So both of those have been around since 2020, I believe it is, roughly. And even right now, I'm not even using the front-facing camera. You can tell by the quality, I'm just using the selfie mode because that's easiest for me. Also, at some point, there was an update on the phones where there is a pause button on your video, and it's very convenient because it means that I can do this. Ta-da! No editing needed. And if a car or something goes by, or I hear some noise in the background that's going to be too loud for, per se, an ASMR video, boom, I can just press the pause button instead of sitting here. What I used to do is I would be tapping on something and I would hear a car about to go by and I would freeze like this and I would just wait it out like this. And then when I was editing, I would just cut it at the point where I stopped and then uncut it. I would just cut out the part where the car was going by and it would look like I'd barely done anything, or it would look like nothing had happened because I would stay very still the entire time the noise was happening, which is less convenient than this. When you download the YouTube app, because that's what I've been using, I one time went on a computer and signed in. I don't remember what I did. If I remember, I'll tell you. But you want to go to the settings. The first thing I can think of is going into the settings, and I think this might not come up until you try to upload a video, but you're going to go down to video and audio preferences. You're going to go to uploads, and the upload quality is automatically set at 1080. What I started doing and what I think works better is to set it automatically at full quality, so that whatever quality you're using, instead of it trying to upgrade it, it'll just upload it at whatever quality your video is already at. Plus, whatever you're trying to upload a 4K video and it's at 1080, it's not gonna work. As you can tell by the fact that I'm calling it 1080, I don't know all the specific sciencey things of how the different qualities work. I don't know that science. I just know that I think full quality worked better. I just learned that later on. I did watch a couple videos on it because you can go into your settings on your camera's app, the settings app, and then go to your camera, and you can like change the settings of what quality it's recording at automatically. And I watched some video and somebody, or maybe it was on Reddit that I found, somebody said that like, because if you're on iMovie, which is what I have primarily, it's what I've only used actually, I've only used iMovie. Because there was another one I used to use that I think is like not free anymore, which is totally not cool. And I was informed that if you have a video that is not 1080 or 4K, but iMovie gives you the option, sometimes iMovie will give you the option of downloading your video at a higher quality than it in its natural raw state is. And somebody said something about it'll like, it won't be that good if you, because if you're like, oh, I have a 720 video and iMovie gives me, or I have a 1080 and iMovie gives me the option to download it as 4K. They said something about how it just like fills in pixels. So it's like, I don't know. I just read somewhere you're not supposed to do that. But that was a long time ago, so I don't remember all the specifics. But the first thing I remember is go through your YouTube app settings. Now, I don't know all the specific things about the algorithm and whatnot, and I never really paid attention to it, but I seem to have done okay without that knowledge. So I'm just going to show you how I edit a video before I post it. So when you hit edit and you're on the app, you're not on a computer, because that's what I've always used is app. There's the title, obviously. There's the visibility. You can have it public or unlisted. And unlisted, it says anyone with a link can view, so it will be posted. So like if you suddenly decide to make that, if you make an unlisted video public, it's not going to say that it was released the day you make it public. It's going to say it was released the midday you make it unlisted. So let's say I posted this video as unlisted, and then I posted these 3 videos after that, and then I decided to make this video public. It would show up down here and not as my most recent video because it was listed. It was posted back then. Doesn't make any sense. I'm terrible at this. You can choose your audience, and basically the thing with that was whether or not it's made for kids. If you ever want to be monetized, you'll say no, because if it's made for kids, it doesn't have to be like a PG-13 for it to be not made for kids. It's basically just Google it for the specifics. But if you're just looking to be monetized or just making normal videos, unless you actually are making it like for kids, like the YouTube Kids app. If you're making it for the YouTube Kids app, specifically for kids, then it's for kids. If it's not that, no, it's not for kids, because none of my videos are for kids, even though a kid could watch one of my ASMR videos and be fine, because I don't think I've cursed or said anything terribly vulgar in any of my ASMR videos. Next, description. Typically, apparently in this one, I just have a couple of hashtags. I have ASMR and sleep aid. Another thing you could do is you could put links to like your playlists in there or to other videos. Be like, if you like this one, you might like my other videos, and then you could link to some playlists. Like if you're doing ASMR, here's a link to my other whispered videos. Here's a link to my other soft-spoken videos, things like that. Location, I never did anything with. Playlists is obviously pick a playlist. Pick out which playlist it goes into. Paid promotions, does this video include a paid promotion? Mine did not. Community, invite a collaborator. I don't have a collaborator. Comments or just whatever. Shorts and remixing is just if you want to allow other people to remix your shorts. I don't know why I've never allowed that. It'd probably be fine. For some reason, I always turned that off. I don't know why. Attributes. Well, first of all, mine does not have any altered content, like it's not AI generated or anything. And then the other thing is tags, which I always did go into the tags. And I would do like ASMR, whisper, whispered, whispering, whispers, rambling, rambles, rambling ASMR, whispered ASMR, talking, personal attention, glass tapping, skincare tapping, funny ASMR, sleep aid, ear to ear whispering, ear to ear ASMR. It's basically just another format of hashtags, but it might be hidden. I don't know if it actually tells people you've put all those on there. As for thumbnails, I've never done anything terribly fancy with thumbnails. I've never even like posed for thumbnails. A lot of people pose for them. I have not. You totally can. Do whatever you want. Okay, I'm gonna get real with you now. I don't have a ton of tips because I've never actually known what I'm doing. Not once. To this day, I don't know what I'm doing. The only other tips I could probably give you is how to use iMovie, but you can probably figure that out by yourself. My main motivation for this is to tell you, post the video. Just post the video. That's all I did. All I did was post a video at the end of the day. I didn't do a bunch of fancy things. I didn't pay attention to the algorithm or what's in right now. I've never cared about that.
Editor popping in, but if that's what you want to do, that's totally fine.
And I didn't put any of that into my videos either. When it comes to my ASMR channel, I only ever posted what felt right and what I felt most inspired to record. I only ever recorded what I felt the most inspired to record in that moment was. That's why with my ASMR channel, I did not have a schedule. I did not have, a schedule, because there would be sometimes with ASMR, it would just happen in a moment. All of a sudden, I would have an idea and I would just have, that's exactly what's happening right now. I just had a moment where I was like, I need to sit down and I need to record this video because I need to tell people to post the damn video. I need to tell you that it's gonna be okay and that you just need to post it and that I believe in you. Because 650 something people believed in me for no reason. I have to this day, I haven't posted in like half a year. I haven't been, because I just haven't been inspired to. And the one thing that I always said with my ASMR channel, the one rule that I always had for myself is I am not going to just pump shit out. Excuse my language. I'm using a little bit of language in this video. I apologize. I don't think I've done that before in my ASMR channel, but I'm just speaking my mind here. Because video making and ASMR, it is all an art form, right? And you don't tell Picasso, you don't tell Van Gogh, you don't go back, if you go back in time and talk to them, you don't tell them, well, just paint something. Just paint something else. Just paint something else. They all felt inspired to do what they did. And even making of videos today, a lot of people see it as just like, there are a lot of people who just see it as like, get a real job, do something. What do you think the people who have really tough jobs, not real jobs, because this can be a real job, what do you think the people who have tough jobs do at the end of the day? Picture a fireman comes home after a long freaking day, sits down, turns on the TV, finds whatever's on television, because then you can just turn your mind off and relax after the long day that you've had. Maybe he turns on ASMR so that he can fall asleep at night. Maybe he turns on Game Grumps so that he can have a laugh before he goes to bed because he hasn't laughed all day. This is what artists are for. We need artists. Well, not for. I'm not saying everyone has to have a use. I'm just saying that we need artists. That's why I'm telling you this. That's why I'm making this video, is because, damn it, if I can inspire one other person to start a channel like I did, because I need to continue this legacy, because I don't want this channel to just die out. I mean, I haven't felt inspired to make an ASMR video in a while. I was in a really rough place when I made these videos, and I'm not saying like, oh, now I'm better, now I'll never make ASMR again, and now that I'm in a much better place than I was before, I don't need to make ASMR videos. It's not quite that. It's just that I felt different at the time. And now I don't, like, I just picture myself, I try to picture myself now making ASMR videos, continuing it, because I was so close to getting monetized. I had 650 something subscribers, and I just stopped because I don't feel the same way that I did then. And I refuse to just pump out videos just to pump out videos, just to get monetized. That is not what I want. I wanted to make a safe space on the internet for people. I wanted to make a place that people could crash. And I felt inspired to do it when I did it. And I haven't, not that I don't want to make a safe space now, it's just that I haven't felt the same urge to make a video that I did then. And I'm not just gonna pump something out just to pump something out. I haven't felt that. I'm not saying I'll never make ASMR again. I'm just saying that that's why I'm not making it right now. But if you want to make an ASMR channel, a gaming channel, if you want to make a YouTube channel, do it. Do it. Don't worry about whether or not it gets any views, how long it takes to start getting views, how many subscribers you have. Putting your video on in the background and keeping it on a loop so that it looks like it has views, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Because 650 something people took a chance on me. I posted a video, just no experience, no clue what I was doing, no idea whether or not the sounds were sounding good on my little iPhone 12's microphone. Not a clue in the world. I just felt inspired to do it. Something just compelled me to make this video, and it created a space and a place not just for people to come and relax, but it made space for me to relax. It helped me as well. It helped me heal as well. And both of those things are so important. And if you feel pulled to do the same thing, if you want to make a safe space on the internet, or you just want to make videos, or you just whatever, just do it. If 650 something people took a look at my little channel and subscribed to it and have stayed subscribed to it even in the 6 months that I have not been posting, that is insane. And even right now, I'm currently, for the past month, have started a gaming channel, finally, which I've wanted to do for like a year now, and I've been pretty happy with that. I already have 20 subscribers on that channel. I have been so much myself also. Because I'll be honest with you, when you start getting subscribers, for me, in my personal experience, when I first started getting subscribers and seeing those numbers get higher, I got anxious. I wasn't like, oh wow, I'm getting famous. I got scared. And even this second time around that I'm making a gaming channel, seeing those numbers go up spooked me, because I started to think, oh God, more people are watching my videos. Maybe I should clean up my act. Maybe I should act differently because people are watching now. Maybe I should do something different. If they didn't like who you were, if they didn't like who I already am being, which I've just been being my very silly self over there. I mean, very silly. I've been, or at least I think I am. Maybe I'm not actually that silly. If I can be over there being myself and 20 people, even that's a lot. 20 people subscribe to me. A few days ago, I was going to delete my entire gaming channel because I was getting tired and I'd kind of overworked myself, and I got one comment that was just a little bit, it wasn't a hate comment, it just kind of made me question, it just kind of made me go, oh, what if I'm being silly? I'm over here playing games, playing Minecraft and stuff I played when I was 12 years old. 12-year-olds do this, you know? What if it's dumb? 5 days later, I'd gained 10 subscribers and got like a few, maybe like 6 really nice comments that I wouldn't have gotten if I'd just deleted it all, thrown it all away a few days ago. And that's just 6 people. But think about it for a minute. That doesn't sound like a lot of people to you now, because you're like, well, you can't get monetized on 6 people, sure. But think about it. Picture you're walking down the street, or you're walking into a cafe, library, wherever, whatever your safe place is. You're walking in there. Imagine 6 people go out of their way and look at you and go, oh my God, I love your hair. Oh my God, I love your outfit. Your style is just great. If 6 people said that to you, you'd remember that. That's a lot of people. How often I can't remember. I mean, I've gone out and got like a compliment where someone's like, oh, your outfit's cute. But it's like once, right? It's like once, like in a year, you go out and someone's like, oh, your hair's cute. Oh, your outfit's cute. First of all, because people are shy. But second of all, That's a lot of people to come up to you and be like, "Hey, I like this," right? If you walked out on the street and 6 people came up to you and said that, you'd remember that. That's a lot of people. And if you're worried about being yourself like I get, I think I got spooked too because I already had the ASMR channel and I wanted to start a gaming channel and I got terrified out of my mind. Oh God, 600 people have already seen me be this calm, quiet little girl who just sits here and whispers and makes little hand gestures. What if they see my gaming channel and they see that I'm out here cursing and being silly and that I, have so many other facets to my personality that do not come through on the ASMR channel? What if those people see that and they're like, oh, I don't like Autumn anymore. Oh, Autumn's changed. For me, I think that scared me. But for you, if you're worried about that in your first video, you ever seen Game Grumps? Dude, Game Grumps has like nearly 6 million subscribers, and half of Game Grumps is just Aaron, that's one of the two Game Grumps. That's one of the two. Game Grumps is 2 people. One of them is Aaron. Half of Game Grumps is just Aaron screaming random shit and screaming daddy and cursing and saying a bunch of random stuff. And they make jokes half the time. And of course, the thing with them is like, the reason people like them and Markiplier and Jacksepticeye can make dirty jokes on occasion is because it's like, they're not pervs. They're you see them the rest of the time and they're sweet and they're like doing all these good things and trying to give back to their communities. It, if if Markiplier can post stuff like this, if Markiplier can make Unis Honest and they can drink and he and Ethan can drink each other's piss. If people with millions of subscribers can do stuff like that, why can't you post your dinky little video? Huh? Did you ever think about that? I don't know how I never pictured it either. If Game Grumps can be out there, and I still love them to death after all the stuff they've said, if they can be out there being way sillier than I've probably been in my videos, and I don't even realize it, why can't I do what I want to do? Why can't I be myself? If they're out there living their best lives, being their selves, with millions of subscribers, why can't I make a little video? And I'm not expecting millions of subscribers, but I barely expect any. But if I can be myself and get 20-something subscribers in a month, or make ASMR videos for, how long did I make ASMR videos? I posted my first video July 5th, 2024, and the other one, geez, that was 8 months ago. Sorry. And the last one I posted was 5 months ago on July 6th, but the one before that was April 12th. So actually, let me check my posts, because I posted thank you for 600 subscribers, didn't I? 10 months ago. 10 months ago. What was 10 months ago? 10 months ago was like February. July to February. My little ASMR videos can get 600 subscribers. If I can do that, you can do anything with whatever equipment you have, which was my main point, which is why I started all this, being like, dude, the only equipment I've ever had is my iPhone 12 and iMovie. And I have the iPad, but if I'm honest, the iPad I've used for my gaming channel more than I've used for the ASMR channel. The ASMR channel was almost entirely done on my phone. If I can post these pictures of when I tried to make TikToks and not have all 600 people subscribe from me, you can post your video. I was thinking, because I have a channel that has like 650 something subscribers, which just blows my mind. And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, it kind of sucks that I'm not posting anymore and that I don't feel inspired to make ASMR anymore, because there's so many people I feel like I could do so much good with that, right? Like I could be sharing like charity stuff, or having like, hell, I could be having charity live streams with that many people and do pretty well. But I just don't feel the same inspiration anymore, and I'm not gonna force it. I don't want to just chug out content just to chug out content. That's what we have AI for. But you are a person, and if you want to make some videos, please God, we need that a lot. We need, as someone commented on my gaming channel, a live internet theory. We need you. We need you. We need you to make whatever art you feel inspired to make, whether it's videos, digital art, writing, whatever you want to make on the digital world or in the real world, and then post it to the digital world, whatever. If you want to make videos, please, God, please make videos. And that's why I'm putting this video out there, is because there's 650 people who could see this, and then some, because this is the internet, and this video could, surf the algorithm a little bit and maybe even catch people that aren't subscribed to me. This could see more than 600 people, and if I can inspire just one of those people to start a channel, put a comment. I was going to say that. Comment. If you start a channel, if you just posted your first video, even if you weren't inspired by this video specifically, if you were inspired by this video specifically to go ahead and post your first video, put comment and be like, hey, I just started my channel. If you've just started your channel and you're just now seeing this video, comment. If you've been working on your channel for a little while now, comment. Get down there.
Just popping in during editing real quick, and let's say all 650 of the people subscribing to this channel see this video. There's about 600 people that could see your comment and then check you out. Let's help each other out here, man. We can do it.
Check some people out, because you know what? You people my subscribers, the people who subscribed to me, blew my mind, because I have always been a person who, I'm almost embarrassed to admit this, but I am not the kind of person who has ever checked out small creators. So when 650 people decided to check out me, that blows it. When I first posted my first video and people were already circulating around me, it blew my mind, because I've always been the kind of person, I've been watching like Markiplier for almost a decade now, and he's basically it. Him and Jacksepticeye. Like, I can't even name any other YouTubers that I watched growing up. I literally cannot think of any, because I would find what I liked and I would stick to that. I almost never went outside of what I knew. So the fact that people would click on my video and check me out, not knowing anything about me, not knowing whether it would be good, whether I would whisper right, whether I had a good quality microphone, whether or not the sound of my spit swishing in my mouth would make them cringe and want to pull their ears out. The fact that people would click on me, because I'm not the kind of person to do that. I would find what I liked and I would stick to it. So the fact that other people wouldn't just stick to the big names like GB ASMR, Goodnight Moon ASMR. If you don't know who these are and you're looking for ASMR artists, you better write these down. JoJo's ASMR, who else is there? The fact that people wouldn't just stick to people like that and would actually go out of their way to check out my content blew my mind. It blew my mind to think that you would tap on the person who has like 2 views and just see what they're doing. That blew my mind. You guys are the real heroes here. The people who check out people with like 2 views, I can't tell you the last time I did that. Not because that sounds so judgmental. It's not like I would see that someone had 2 views and be like, oh, they must be dumb. That's not how it worked. It's just that I knew what I liked, so I would just stick with that. I just never honestly thought about it. It's not like I would see someone with 2 views and think they were dumb. I just never noticed. I just stuck with what I liked. I just look for the video that has Markiplier under it and just be like, oh, I'll watch that one, because I knew I liked him. So the fact that you guys would go out of your way to be like, oh, who's this? They have 2 views and they're an ASMR artist. Oh, let's see what they're doing. The fact that it grew to 650 people who thought that. So if people can do that with me, why can't they do that with you? Why can't you post your video? Just post it. Just post it. Just post it, or your picture, or whatever. Maybe you want to start an Instagram and post your artwork on there, or your digital art, painting, whatever. You're cooking. Rosanna Pansino, I forgot about her. Maybe you made a really pretty cake. Post it. Because, like, again, dude, if Game Grumps have almost 6 million subscribers, and Daddy and Kitten is their #1 bit. Okay, that sounds way worse. It's not, if you've never seen it, sounds way worse than it is if you've never seen it, okay? Wait a minute, I'm ruining my reputation one word at a time. part of me hates to do this, but there's this guy that I've watched on YouTube for a while. Well, there's this guy who, like, God, how long ago was it? There was actually someone that I remember finding when they were a smaller creator. I was like 12 or 13. I was really into Ninjago. The Ninjago movie had just come out. And I was just looking at random videos, and I found he had done, like, he, like, did his own music video of, there was a song in the movie called Operation New Me that I really loved. It's by, like, the Jingle something. I forget what their name was. And the reason I'm bringing this up, I kind of hate to do this because this feels kind of self-serving, but you know what? It's not. Because the thing, okay, I found his channel again recently, and he's still posting. He's still kicking ass. He makes, like, he likes to make, like, films, short films and sort of stuff that he records himself, and he's been posting for like 10 years. Like, he's still posting. He has like 3,000 something subscribers for 10 years. And I remember he had this girlfriend, and they've, like, moved countries and stuff. And I found him recently again. And one of his most recent videos is explaining that he found out that he has brain cancer. And he's getting treatment, and he had a GoFundMe. I'd give you guys that if it was still there, but he reached his goal. And he reached his goal for the GoFundMe, but he's going to be away for a while, getting treatment in, like, China for the brain tumor. And he's like he's going to be gone for a long time to get the treatment. But he's pre-recorded some videos, and his fiance is, like, keeping an eye on them and, like, posting them, so that way he still has content coming out. This guy recorded videos so that he could still have content coming out while he's getting his brain tumor treated. That's dedication right there. And, well, I was just thinking, you know, if you check out some of his videos, it would help support. If you want to help support him, feel free to check out some of his videos, is all I'm thinking. You don't have to, it's just something that I happen to see today, and I'm like, while I'm here, I might as well suggest checking him out, because, God, he's been posting a long time. He has 553 videos. And I've got the nicest comments, too. You have no idea how much impact a nice comment can make in this day and age, because I get that's one of the other things that I would get majorly scared about, is comments, because I feel like I just see nothing but negative comments on the internet so much these days. But I feel like everyone in the ASMR community has been very supportive and very kind. Like, I feel like it is rare, even on other people's channels, that I will see a negative comment in an ASMR community. Like, all of Goodnight's Moon's community, fantastic. So sweet. The sweetest comments. Ocean ASMR, her community, the seashells, oh my God, the sweetest people on earth, I swear, just like her. And, like, I had a warm welcome to the ASMR community. If you're thinking of going to the ASMR community, you will be warmly welcomed. Drop a comment, because you will be warmly welcomed. I'll check you out if you're joining the ASMR community. I'll check you out if I've inspired you to make a video, I will check you out. I will keep tabs on these comments. Whatever community you're thinking of joining. Gaming. Is just chatting a YouTube community? It should be. Music, beauty, travel, lifestyle, self-improvement. What other things are there? Everyone starts somewhere, and no matter what device you've got, no matter what anything, the Wizard Liz. She has how many subscribers does the Wizard Liz have these days? I'm pretty sure she just records like this. She doesn't have, like, last that I was there, she wasn't using some, like, really, like movie quality looking setup. Not that she has a bad setup. I'm just saying the main point of her thing is the message too. She talks, and that's like the main point. A lot of people probably just listen to her too, just to like see. Like same with what's her name? Tamcor. She's another lifestyle and like self-improvement kind of YouTuber. Although she does spend a lot of money on like equipment and stuff, but everyone started somewhere. Even Tamcor said she started. Where did she start? I think she said that she was like living in her grandparents' house, drive in, and she if you listen to her, you know. Everyone started somewhere. Even Jacksepticeye. Jacksepticeye started, he would cover up his Irish accent and pretend he had like an American one or whatever. He didn't do face cams in the beginning, and even he has taken a break and stuff because he found himself just forcing out videos and not really being himself. He has replayed a lot of games that he played in the past. Like he replayed Until Dawn because he was like, the first time I played this, I was kind of just going through the motions, and he's like, I want to really replay this and really just take it all in and have genuine reactions. I will never understand all the controversy and all the people who came down on Jack being like, you're not the Jacksepticeye you used to be, you've changed, or people who like wanted him to be as like I get it to some degree, where it's like, because it's like if you get used to the TV show like Blue's Clues or something. Don't ask me why it's first thing came to mind, I don't know, but it's like you kind of grew up with it, and every episode's kind of the same general thing, right? I feel like people are starting to expect that of YouTubers, and it's like, the thing with YouTubers is a lot of the time it's not just an actor playing a part. I mean, ASMR to some degree might have that, especially if it's like a faceless video where someone's just kind of doing the tapping, and it's like you're going to, if it's like just tapping, whispering, making sounds, you're going to get kind of the same effect with each video, right? But whereas with something like being a gaming YouTuber or being a person at more of a personality, a known personality, the person can change if they're not just playing a role. And that's the thing with Jacksepticeye or most influencers too, is like a lot of the time if you're not just like playing a role, like me, I want to be myself on here. I like being myself on here. I would like to be myself and not wash myself down, or what's the word, what's the phrase, not feel like I'm just like washing out my entire personality just for the sake of content. And that's, people will change, and so that's going to come through on social media. So I don't understand people being like, oh, you've changed. Yeah, I'm a human being. It's kind of the point. Like, ask yourself, think of who you were like 5 years ago and who you are now. How different are you, and how glad are you that you have changed from how you were 5 years ago? Because I am damn glad I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago, let alone 10 years ago. People have, people evolve, people have phases, people can be bubbly at one point in their life, and then a few years later are a bit more toned down, and that's fine. You don't need to attack the person for changing. I never understood why he got attacked like that for just being a human being. Just unsubscribe and move on, or just rewatch his old videos, or go find somebody else that you want to watch. If future videos aren't your style anymore, go find someone else that you do want to watch. Why would you just bring this person down for being themselves, their changed selves? I don't understand that. And if you start a channel and you feel like you've changed, don't let people bring you down for it. If you're still happy to be doing what you're doing, that's fine. Or maybe you started a channel and you acted one way that you're not because you felt like that's what people would want to see from you, and then you slowly did acting a different way. Just be yourself. If you want to be yourself on social media, just be yourself. That makes you stand out. Your people will find you. And there will be some people who are for some reason going to treat you like a truck stop and are going to come up and be like, what are you doing? Why do you talk like that? That's annoying. There are people who do that. Nowhere is safe anymore. Even Pinterest, I get mad. Pinterest, what used to be a sanctuary. I get mad at Pinterest now. I wish I could turn off the option to see comments, because people will just say the wildest things on the most benign of images. Believe me, it's not like I'm going on Pinterest looking at politics and religious imagery. It's not like it's like the most random of photos. People will just comment stuff on, and I'm like, calm down. Scroll on. It's Pinterest. It's images. How did you find something to be negative about? People will do what they do. You gotta ignore it. Move forward. Keep making videos. Keep being you. I'm sorry if I'm not wording so much of this so well. I have so many, like, when I thought of making this videos, there was so many things going on in my brain that was like so much good, and I feel like I'm having a tough time verbalizing it. I have a tough time verbalizing things sometimes, and then half the time I repeat what I'm saying because I'm trying to make sure it gets through. So then I just repeat myself. I want to thank everyone who did subscribe to me, everyone who didn't subscribe, everyone who just viewed, who commented, if you liked, if you just happen to see even just one of my videos. I'm so grateful, because you did it. It all led to this moment. It all led me here. And I know I actually stopped in like March. I took a step back from like everything internet in like March 1st. I had actually started a gaming channel in January of this year, and I had it for 2 months, and I posted like every day on it. And I had pre-recorded a bunch of ASMR videos, so at the same time, I had an ASMR video coming out every week on my ASMR channel, and then on my gaming channel, I had daily videos coming out. And I was just so scared to like tell people on my ASMR channel, because one part of me is like, I have this whole community of people who are so supportive and so nice and make such nice comments, and a part of me wants to tell them, and a part of me is so scared that they're gonna see that side of me and just be like, no, you're a trash person, which is, I don't know, it's just ridiculous. And even if they did, like, if they didn't want to be in my gaming, they'd probably just stay with my ASMR channel and not watch my gaming channel if they just didn't like it that much. But you gotta push through the anxiety. I feel like that's what anxiety really is like, so scared of something, is like, I will be scared of things that I literally know better than to be scared of. Does that make sense? Like, I remember my card at my bank, I forgot the PIN number for it. And I was like, I forget exactly what happened, but it was like, I know that at the end of the day, the worst thing that can happen is I like have to prove my identity to them or something, or I just go into the local bank and I'm just like, hey, I'm having a problem with this. It's not like but I was just so anxious about it, and I'm like, that's what anxiety is like. It's like, I know this is gonna be fine. Like, literally, picture the worst thing that can happen. It's not that bad. But for some reason, my anxiety, my insides are just like, oh, everything's wrong. You gotta push through. And I remember the story I told about my gaming channel the second time around that I made it. Basically the timeline is, I had my ASMR channel, and then like halfway through that, I made a gaming channel for 2 months, and then I deleted the entire thing after 2 months. All of those videos, however many videos I posted daily, just gone, just wiped all of it. I deleted every internet. And in March, because I was exhausted, I pushed myself way too hard. And then in March, I just focused on me. I didn't record anything. I stayed like as far away from my phone and the internet as possible. Not because people were hateful or anything, just because I went too hard on the paint and I needed to just get back. I wanted to reconnect to nature and reconnect with my family and move my body and do things, because I was just inside. And I had a good time making those videos. It's just, I don't know, I think it was just something I needed to do. But then here I am again in December, and I've made another gaming channel, the second gaming channel. It sounds confusing because there was a first one and it got deleted. I'm sorry, it's confusing. But I'm much happier now. And hey, who knows? Maybe I'll stop posting on the gaming channel all of a sudden like I did my ASMR channel, but I think that's okay. I'm just kind of going through the motions. I'm discovering things. Like, from September, like, I didn't even know I was going to start a gaming channel. Between September and November, I was writing books. I have 250 notes on my iPad of different chapters of books that I was gonna write. And then all of a sudden I was just like, what if I made a YouTube channel again? And the next thing I knew, I was just doing that. And that's what I'm gonna go into 2026 with. That's gonna be one of my goals, is to just try everything. If I find myself not wanting to make videos again and wanting to make like physical art, I'm gonna make physical art, because I will get so into things too. I'll just dive into them and I'll be doing them for ages, and like I won't even know the time's gone by. Like I cannot believe it was September to November that I was writing. I never thought of myself as a writer or as somebody who was going to find myself. And I still have those notes because I'm like, who knows? I'll pick that back up someday, maybe. I don't know. It's there. That's why I kept well, actually, the reason I kept the ASMR channel up is because I'm like, hey, maybe it'll be a nice train stop for somebody else. Even though I'm not posting on it anymore, that doesn't mean that the videos that I made in the past couldn't help somebody else or give somebody else a place to land and relax. And I think that's nice. And I hope it has still helped people and given people just a place to just chill. So yeah, what else did I have to say? The bullet points. Post the video, or post the whatever it is you want to make. We need artists. We need you. In an age where AI generated crap is being pumped out every day, we need you to make your genuine, to use your creativity and artistic endeavors and whatever you're inspired to make. We need you to do that. We need that. We need that. Don't sell your soul to AI. We need you. Not to make this political or about AI at all. Just a genuine, I think we need human-made art and videos. They're so... If you watch Goodnight Moon, if you've seen her videos, AI or that, we all know the answer. If you've watched Goodnight Moon ever, God, her videos are just unbelievable works of art. And if you're starting an ASMR channel, you will get intimidated. You will get intimidated where you'll see stuff like that and be like, oh God, I can't paint my face like that. I don't have a whole set. Who cares? If you want to make ASMR, if you want to make a safe space for people to land, make it. Sorry, I've been seeing all these Instagram videos where people are like, you deserve better. And for some reason, I'm like channeling that here. I don't know why. I've just been enjoying those. But yeah, make it. Make the video. Post it. Make the thing. I want to see it. And if you are, comment. I'll check you out. That's a threat. I'm warning you. We support each other around here. I'm warning you right now. I'm telling you. I'm warning you. If this video inspires you, and I'm not telling you to comment so that this video goes up in the algorithm, because I'm not even posting on this channel anymore. I don't care how much views this gets in terms of my benefit. I care how many views this gets in terms of your benefit, in terms of this getting to someone who needs to hear it and who needs to see it and who needs to have me threaten them into posting their video. Because that's my story. I was just a scared kid who was really hurting and really vulnerable. And I just was inspired by the ASMR artists I had seen. GB, Goodnight Moon, Ocean, many others that I can't think of the names of. Dalton Does ASMR, is one of the greatest ASMR artists I've seen. He made, and don't worry about if you're worried about how long it takes you to get subscribers, Dalton made videos for like 10 years, and it's only been within like the past year that he is suddenly like bumped up to like 100,000, because he hit 100,000 a few months ago. I was gonna post my Q&A video. Don't look for that. It's not there. It doesn't exist. Sorry. I'm sorry you asked questions for no reason. I'm sorry. I was gonna talk about him in hopes that people would subscribe to him and that we could help him get to 100K. He got to 100K. He's one of the best out there who right now, and it looks intimidating because you're like, well, he has 100,000 and he has all this high quality. He didn't start there, honey. Nobody started there, honey. Nobody started there. No. I started basically in the same format of this video I'm making right now. And here I am 650 something people later. blows my mind. I wish I could give this name to, I wish I could like pass this channel on to somebody who's gonna like use it, right? But I feel like it like needs to stay, like I'll keep it alive that way, again, that way if someone needs to land here, they can. Or if someone finds this video, or one of y'all's finds it. But I'm working on my gaming channel right now, and I'm having fun with that. I don't know why I stuck my tongue out. I just do that. That's like the story of 1,000 people, though, right? We all started in, like, it's like when you're vulnerable and stuff, too, that you, like, make your best art or something, right? Because Markiplier, he started his channel, or it wasn't right after his dad died, but it was somewhere along those lines, and that's, like, obviously a lot. And Jacksepticeye, he talks about, see, I'm naming the same names because they're the only ones I knew for so long. You guys are the real heroes for looking for small creators and just being like, oh, let's check this person out. Meanwhile, I always stuck to what I knew, which was, for some reason, some of the biggest people in the business. But Jacksepticeye, even he talks about, he was just a lonely kid. He was just a lonely kid who just wanted to talk to somebody. Who just wanted to get out of the small circle that he'd known all his life. Or Unis Honest, that Markiplier and Ethan made. Everybody remembers Unis Honest. What was Unis Honest? Unis Honest kept us all company in the year that we had to stay inside. Well, not all of us. If you don't know what it is, it's fine. Basically Markiplier, a YouTuber, and Ethan, another YouTuber, they like, for the year of 2020, they lived together and they made a video like every single day. And at the end of that year, they deleted the channel because that's it's one of the things Mark's into. And let's go with that. And but every day people had that video to look forward to during 2020, during a time that we all had this collective trauma from just being inside all the time, and just a year of collective trauma. You could keep, your videos, your content, the content that you're too scared to make, could keep someone company, could light up someone's day. And you don't even have to make content. You know what? Screw motivating you to make content. I'm gonna motivate you to go make nice comments, because I don't see enough of those. If you see someone's video or someone's post and you think something nice about it, comment it. I dare you to start making nice comments. Because, man, I see way too many negative ones these days. And when I do get positive comments on my videos, oh my God, I am lit up for like a month. You have no idea. And half the time I don't respond because I don't know what to say. And I'm like, I don't want to like bother somebody or make somebody think that I'm like clingy because I comment, because I like immediately respond to whatever they comment. And there's no real obligation to, it's true. But I always make sure to heart it if I see a nice one, because I'm like, dude, oh, that's sweet. That makes me feel good. Thank you. I want to make sure people know that I appreciate the nice comment, because I never see them on other people's channels. I've had so many on this channel. If you're one of the people on my channel who comments nicely, look in the comments of this for other small creators, and let's just spread the positivity. Let's spread some nice comments. That's how we should start off 2026, with just a wave of nice comments. And you don't have to force it. I mean, don't force yourself, because that's what happened with Jacksepticeye's positive mental attitude. He was like, let's have a positive mental attitude, and then it just becomes like people trying to enforce being positive all the time, when that's unrealistic, obviously. Don't force yourself, but if you think something nice, I dare you to, if you think something nice or you really like something, I dare you to put yourself out there a little more and try to say and try to vocalize it. Like, even I'm working on that, dude. There's so many people I see who I'm like, oh my God, I love her outfit. Oh, I love her hair. And I just like, the words just get stuck in my throat, and I'm trying to push myself to like, I mean, not force myself, but because I don't want to bother somebody. There was this one time, I did actually manage to tell this one girl that I liked her jacket, but she had AirPods in, but she looked at me and I made eye contact because I figure she's like confirming that I'm talking to her. And she goes, oh, and she takes her earbud out. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were listening to something. I didn't mean to interrupt. I just said I like your jacket. And she goes, oh, thank you. I thrifted it. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. And she walked out because she was holding the door open for me at a coffee shop. But it's nice. And sometimes I actually manage to get the word out and be like, oh, I like that. But sometimes I see people and I'm like, I want to say something. But then I get anxious and I'm like, I don't want to bother you, but I like this. But it's easier on the internet because it's like, you posted, if you see a post on the internet, it's like, if you make a comment, it's a little bit different from like seeing someone in person and like pulling and like walking up to a stranger and being like, hey, I like this, by the way, right? You're not like taking them. Making a comment kind of like is easier because they can respond to you or they can see that comment in their time. Whereas if you approach someone, you're a stranger approaching them. You know what I mean? You say, so like a comment, you'd think a comment would be easier. God, this is one of the longest, rambliest videos on the face of the planet. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Yeah, I was going through the bullet points. Post the content you want to make. We need artists. We need artists like you. Who does the person who works the toughest jobs when they come home at the end of the day? The nurses, people who barely get any sleep. Maybe they fall asleep to your ASMR video. Maybe after a long day, they work in the night shift, maybe after a 12-hour shift, they come home and it's your ASMR video that they fall asleep to and are so grateful exists. Dalton does ASMR. God, will never not be grateful because it is such high quality ASMR and there's no ads. How does this man put no ads? He could be making so much money, but he puts no ads. Blows my mind. There's so many ASMR artists that I have loved, but that have ads, and I'm like, there's so many. How could I sleep to that? How can I enjoy this? And I'm like, I get it. You need to make money. You make good content. But I'm like, dude, the ones that don't have ads are just like, oh my god, it's a blessing. Anyways, check out the small creators. Post your content. Post a comment if you feel like it. We don't have to force these things. Don't force positivity. Don't force the let's manifest less negative comments and hate comments in 2026. Let's manifest that. Put a comment if you're starting a YouTube channel, or if this video inspires you to start a YouTube channel, or if you've already started a YouTube channel. I'll check you out. I'm gonna check you out. That's a threat. That's a threat. I'm freaking warning you. And if you get the chance, check out that one YouTuber that I mentioned. He seems to be doing all right. He seems to be doing well, but he is one smaller creator that I remember really inspiring me when I was a kid, and I found out that he has brain cancer, and he doesn't even, the GoFundMe is already taken care of, so honestly just some engagement with his YouTube channel would support him. So I'm like, and that's free, so I'm like, might as well send some people his way if I can. I feel like that'd be good, because I think he's not supposed to get back from his treatment in China until January anyways, so if we can send some people his way, that'd be nice. I wish I knew something smaller or something else to like send your guys' way. If Jacksepticeye had done a charity stream this year, I would have linked that, because it's like I have a community of 600 people, but I'm not posting videos. So part of me is like, I feel like I should use this channel for good, promote some like charities or something, help some people, because with that many people that I have access to, I'm almost like, I feel like I should use that just to influence, just to like promote some charities or something, promote some awareness. But yeah, I just haven't had the inspiration to do ASMR in a while, and I'm not saying I never will again, just that just not my thing right now. But I don't regret the time that I did spend on it, and appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys so much, even if you're not subscribed, even if it's your first time here. Dear God, how you managed to listen to me for this long, I will never know. And thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. And I hope that this inspires somebody, even if the inspiration is that a lunatic, you've seen how much of a lunatic I am, and if a lunatic like me can get 600 subscribers, you surely can too. Especially because, oh my god, there's so many cozier ASM artists out there. Isn't there one called Calcifer's ASMR, like Calcifer from Studio Ghibli, the Howl's Moving Castle? Oh my god, her videos are so cozy, and she gives you recipes. Why aren't you over there right now? And she's like a college student, so you're like helping her. What are you doing with me? I don't understand. I don't understand how I made this community. I don't understand how I got this community. I don't. But anyways, thank you for being a part of this journey. And the person, yeah, just the person I am today is different from the autumn that posted all those videos. I mean, I am her, but I'm also like, I almost feel like this is like a phase of my life that's like not, that's like over or something, if that makes sense. I don't know. But I'll just say this for the last time, at least this year. Good night. Good night. Good night. Sleep tight. Thank you for watching and listening to me ramble incoherently for, dear God, like an hour. Don't know how you did it. You're a hero. If you check out small creators, you're a hero. If you comment nice comments, you're a hero. If you woke up this morning, you're a hero. Good night. And good luck if you start some sort of content creation journey or whatever your next artistic endeavor is or whatever you're doing. Good luck and good night.